What's good, Black Star Podcast? Welcome back to the channel. This your boy Jared. Y'all, remember when I had talked about the whole TYT, the Young Turks, talking about the passport bros, and they were talking reckless and out of the side of their neck about the passport bros. Y'all remember that?
Every day, the Young Turks.
Now, there's a video that's going around about, there's a video that the Young Turks did a while ago talking about trad dating influencers giving women terrible advice. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to share my screen. And Anna, the same woman that was talking sleazy about Digital Bro Mad, she's in this conversation as well. Let's get it and let's expose Anna's hypocrisy and also the Young Turks' hypocrisy when talking about the passport bros and modern women. Let's go ahead and expose this.
I never once had to communicate my standards to someone. I never once had to tell him to pay for something. It was unknown. And I also never entertained men that couldn't afford me. And you shouldn't either. Not even if he's nice, if he treats you right. The matter of fact is, to survive, you need food and a roof over your head. If he can't at least afford that, you need to start dating better.
You should ignore that woman at any and all costs. She will live a miserable life where she will be financially dependent on a guy who will probably cheat on her, leave her, and avoid having to pay her any alimony. That is definitely how that's gonna end up for her. Anyway,
you heard what Anna said? Let me rephrase. Let me whirl that back.
You need to start dating better.
You should ignore that woman at any and all costs. She will live a miserable life where she will be financially dependent on a guy who
should be financially dependent on a guy
will probably cheat on her, leave her, and avoid having to pay her any alimony.
Anna, I can tell you're a bitter woman. I can tell. It's okay. It's okay. But that exact response is the reason why passport bros exist. Anna, ma'am, you basically just told everybody, every man in the West, why the passport bros exist. You see, you as a woman just basically said the reason why. He will cheat on you and will take away alimony if he cheats on you. Ever you listen to this. Anna, you are a hypocrite. You are angry because men are leaving the West and they're taking their resources overseas to other countries. You're angry, and your whole response in this proves that. Let's continue.
That is definitely how that's gonna end up for her. Anyway, that was 24-year-old Carla Elia. No offense to her, I've got no hard feelings toward her. I just think she's giving really bad advice, but she is part of a growing group of dating influencers and coaches that are advising women to embrace traditional gender roles. Now, as a woman, if you want to embrace traditional gender roles, great. But the advice there was a little different. The advice there was, don't look for a partner that you want to spend your life with, someone that you jive with, someone who meshes well with your personality. Go for the money because you need to eat. Okay, well, She approaches romance as a deal between men and women in which women are the receivers and men are the providers. And it's a message that unfortunately is gaining some popularity online. She says, quote, "I see the dating scene and relationships as a business because it is. A lot of people don't like to admit that relationships are transactional, but they are."
You just proved why the passport bros exist. Both of these women are toxic. Both of these women are the reason why passport bros exist. And the more and more I review every last one of these doggone videos, it just makes me want to get my passport even more, which I'm doing.
And here she is guiding women on how to properly submit to their male partners.
A woman who tries to control and manipulate is left with frustration and emptiness, while a woman who learns how to submit is given everything. Being submissive is not weak. On the contrary, it takes strength to learn when and how to be submissive. Being submissive is also not just doing everything your man asks you to do. Being submissive is letting your man take the final word on a decision you guys are planning to make. Essentially, when you are being submissive, you allow a man to be a man. And when a man makes good decisions, he gains confidence. And see, this confidence isn't for the self. It is for his family. And a man will always be grateful for the woman who believes in him. Hence why a submissive woman is given everything. Because you allow him to be, and he doesn't feel like you're choking him. He feels free. And that is how he stays in love. Ladies, be wise.
Submission, you know what? A submissive woman does, she gets things that she needs. Now, if it's some bullshit like, I need a purse, I need a Louis, if it's outside of reason, you won't get it. A lot of you ladies want to sit here and preach about femininity, but y'all always want to act, y'all always want to respond, but y'all never want to actually listen to what men are saying. Men are saying that they want a traditional woman because of their morals, because of the way that they think about relationships, the way that they feel about life. She's looking at money, she's looking at submissiveness as a transaction, just like many modern women do. And Anna's looking at it as being a strong, independent woman and not rely on anybody or any man to support you. So in a sense, both of these women are wrong. This whole submissiveness argument that a lot of modern women are trying to make is a very big turnoff to a lot of men. And I don't even understand how you as a woman can say this shit, and then I just don't get it. I'm confused.
You're 24 years old. Cenk, any comment?
Yeah. Okay. So first of all, as Anna said, nothing wrong with you if you want to live a traditional life or you want to be a traditional wife from back in the day, and that's your choice. And the guy wants that, and you want that. Hey, it's a free country. Have at it, Hoss. Right? And I like being a provider, and so there's nothing wrong with that either. But if you set up this as basically transactional and a business, affair, well, then you're faking it. Like she's not actually submissive. She's telling you
manipulative.
Yeah, she's being manipulative to take his money, right? So, well, what you're doing then when you make it a transaction is you're not really building a genuine bond between the two people. And then it makes it easier to break that bond. So if I was dating her, after a little while, I'd tell her, "You're fired." Hey, I'm the strong man. And this was a transaction. You served your purpose, now be gone.
Would you give her yearly goals?
That sounded so stupid when he said, "Be gone. I'm the strong man." That sounded like somebody crushing my nuts to make me scream like a little girl. That's what that shit sounded like. Stop. Be gone. I'm a strong man. What? Who the fuck says that? He sounded like boy. The more and more the video, these videos right here. I tell you, that's that bullshit. Let's watch this trash ass video some more.
That she must meet in order to get the appropriate allowance.
And I might give her a performance improvement plan. I mean, as long as we're playing this game. Are we playing this game?
This is so terrible. Come on.
A performance approval. You know what? Treat her like an employee. No. She want to act like a hoe. She want to doggone make everything a transaction. Treat her like a hoe and doggone give her the money, blow her back out, and keep it moving. You talk about giving her a improvement plan. What the? You were not. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not even gonna deal with it. You're not hiring an employee. You're basically paying for a hoe's attention and body. That's all you're paying for when you're making a transaction like that. So what the fuck are you talking about, Craig?
Yeah, so I just want to be clear. Of course I don't believe that, but that's why I'm telling you that, because that's what it leads to. And that is not a healthy place. Look, I'm not asking you to be unrealistic either. Like, I get it, man. It's a tough world out there. So if you say, look, I don't want to marry a guy who's lazy. Oh, totally. I totally get it, right? Oh, he can't figure out, how to take charge. He can't, be strong for me. He can't be confident. Those are things that are actually relevant. I'm not hating on that at all. But if you're just looking to take the guy's money and you view it as a business transaction, but you don't tell him that, and instead you pretend to be submissive to him, then I got no sympathy for you. And then if somebody treats you like dirt, well, I mean, you asked for it. You asked for it to be a cold, hard business transaction.
There's nothing better than seeing something that you want and buying it for yourself. Like, can you imagine like hoping that your husband buys you something that you want? No, I'm gonna buy what I want with the money that I earned. And by the way, like the dynamic in my marriage is actually pretty traditional in that I'm the homemaker. Like, yes, I work, I have a career, obviously, but I freaking love to be the homemaker too.
I want to leave. Let me replay that. Oh my God, these people are insufferable.
Seeing something that you want and buying it for yourself. Like
seeing something for yourself and buying it yourself. Instead of it being given to you as a gift or reward, you rather go out and buy it yourself and it be half as valuable to you just because you bought it. Instead of you seeing it, you foaming at the mouth because you want it, and you know that you can't buy it right now, or you have somebody buy it for you and then gift it to you and make you feel and give it to you and make you feel like you're important to that person. Wow. You are a bitter, angry ass feminist, and I would not even want to just hearing how you talk about things. It's a turnoff, and my God, it's fucking disgusting. I do not like being around these type of people. I swear I really don't. It's like somebody's draining the life force out of you draining your soul every time they talk.
Like, can you imagine like hoping that your husband buys you something that you want? No, I'm gonna buy what I want with the money that I earned. And by the way, like the dynamic in my marriage is actually pretty traditional in that I'm the homemaker. Like, yes, I work, I have a career, obviously, but I freaking love to be the homemaker too, right? And I like the traditional dynamic that we have. It works out for us. But the point is, it works out for us. And like this advice is such bad advice because again, like I think the heart of the message there, she might not even realize she's doing it, is she's like training young women to be manipulative and to see marriage, something that in my opinion can be so rewarding and so wonderful, to see it as like a business transaction, which is not wonderful, which is not romantic, and is in my opinion not conducive to a long, happy relationship.
It's never gonna work because how long can you keep up the act? Not that long.
You're gonna have to sleep with him.
And is that part of the transaction? And then, look, to me, these people look like they're the mirror image of Andrew Tate. So Andrew Tate says judge women just based on their attractiveness and manipulate them into having sex with you. And these girls say, let them judge you based on attractiveness and then try to take their money, in return for dating them.
I swear to God, Andrew Tate lives in these people's brains like he's the damn coming of Jesus. I swear, every time it comes to a topic about traditionalism, hell, even Andrew Tate ain't traditional. So what are you talking about? Anytime y'all talk about traditionalism, y'all always talk about what Andrew Tate says. Don't nobody listen to Andrew Tate like that no more. Nobody does. I swear, he lives on y'all brain like it's like he says something. That's how you know that he said something that triggered them. Cause this dude talks about him like he's nothing.
I mean, you guys kind of deserve each other. Can you leave the rest of us alone?
Can I give you one more influencer? Because I feel like we've been focusing too much on one person. So there was just one more. So Abigail Sue is another one of these influencers who shares what she describes as the elevated dating advice on Instagram. So she told her followers that men are natural born hunters who want to conquer them. It's kind of hot. That's why women shouldn't be too easy to chase, she said, or accept low effort dates like getting coffee. Listen, not all guys are like that. And yeah, not all guys are like that. Just leave it. Anyway.
Most of you bras deserve a coffee date and nothing else. Because a lot of you not even worth the damn coffee date, if you're gonna be completely honest. I'm being nice.
Anyway, not all women want that, right?
Yeah, but look, yes, when I was dating, I liked the thrill of the chase. Yes, okay, and doesn't mean all men are like me. Everybody's different, but that doesn't mean that I wanted you to be some weirdo that played games with me and wouldn't get coffee, but had to get lobster instead. That was actually a huge turnoff. One, because I was poor, so that eliminated you. You were done, okay? But two, the point of coffee or the date isn't extract as much money from the guy as possible. The point is to figure out if you guys work together, whether you could share together, and whether you could form a bond. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a guy who's like, oh my God, I was in love, and so we got married right away. We went to Vegas. No, that's not gonna work either. Hold on, figure out. Do you guys get along? Are you gonna be good partners to one another?
Do you wanna be conquered?
Yeah, right? But that is true.
No, it is true. And some women do, some women don't. So like, I don't like this one size fits all approach, right? I think the best advice is the advice that empowers people to seek in a partner what they know is gonna make them happy. To find the right compatible person for them, to not see it as a transaction, but rather a union in which you grow together. That's what, in my opinion, a strong relationship is.
100%.
You know what? At this point, get your passports, leave. This conversation is just done. This shit is done. It's not even worth damn talking about anymore. This conversation is done. Like you know, this. I can't. Just. Get your passports, leave. Screw these people. Screw them. Because it makes no sense how you have all of these people still not getting why men want to leave. It doesn't make sense. Screw it. Get your passports, leave. The West is done. Like, share, subscribe to the channel, support the podcast on Spotify.com. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys for listening. Bye, guys.